Here are my thoughts as a professional hairstylist on what I think about the link between relaxers and chemicals. So yes, I have relaxed hair, but there are a lot of things that people are doing wrong when it comes to relaxers, which is why I'm not totally shocked to hear about this link between relaxers and cancers, relaxers and fibroids. Number one, a relaxer should always be done by a professional. A professional hairstylist should only be doing your relaxer, and not just any professional, because I know the last time you went to a professional, they took all your hair out. No, I'm talking about a professional that you trust and that specializes in what you're looking for. So, a lot of stylists, they may specialize in short hair, they may specialize in weave, they may only do braids. You want to go to somebody that specializes in what you're looking for. So if you're wanting healthy, relaxed hair, you should be going to a stylist whose clientele consists of mostly people that have healthy, relaxed hair. And there are several reasons why you should be going to a professional. A relaxer is a timed service. We are supposed to be able to get a relaxer in the hair, process it, and have it rinsed out in 20 minutes. When you're doing it on your own, there's no way you are relaxing your entire head correctly in 20 minutes. And when I say correctly, that means that none of the relaxer is supposed to touch your scalp, meaning it should not burn. You should not be waiting until you feel a tingling sensation before you rinse it out. And 20 minutes is for thicker hair. It really could be done in 15 for like normal to fine hair. Also, the relaxer is not even supposed to touch the scalp. It's not supposed to burn. You're only supposed to put it close to your root, but not directly on your scalp. And a professional hairstylist that is very knowledgeable about relaxers knows exactly how to do that. You should only be processing new growth only. So if you know that your stylist processes about 1 to 2 inches, or like 1.5 to 2 inches of new growth every time they do your relaxer, so that's about coming probably about to right here, but you only got this much of new growth, then that means you're going to have hair that's over processed. If your stylist is going to be coming down to about here processing, your touch up, then you should grow that much new growth before you relax again. Healthy hair only grows an average of about 1/2 inch a month. If your stylist is processing 2 inches of hair, it's going to take you roughly about 4 months, aka 16 weeks, before you grow that much hair. So that should be the amount of time that you're waiting in between touch-up. Growing that much of new growth, it helps to avoid overlapping. A professional stylist will be able to see, especially in the back, exactly where your new growth starts and where it stops, and just process that amount of hair. That's how you have healthy, relaxed hair. I've seen people, number one, do it themselves, use no gloves, just apply it. They're not really caring about the new growth. They're getting it all over the previously relaxed hair. I've even seen some people do their relaxer and then jump in the shower to rinse it out. So you have this chemical on your hair, and then you're going to let it rinse all over every body part you have in the shower. No. Then also, being in a professional salon, you have enough water pressure to ensure that any residue of the relaxer is rinsed out even before you neutralize. Okay, I've seen people skip neutralizing. I've seen people do so many things wrong when it comes to relaxers, and I think that's why I'm not really surprised at the link, because they're being applied incorrectly so much, and then the relaxer is getting blamed. But another reason is because, I've seen that there are lawsuits out there, but I've only seen the lawsuits going to the companies that market it on the shelf. Again, it should only be done by a professional stylist. So there may be something about them marketing it to, for home use, when it's not really for home use, because I haven't seen any of the professional brands being sued. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you are doing your relaxer correctly, you are letting a professional do it that knows what they're doing. They're doing it in the amount of time that they're supposed to be doing it in. They're following all the safety procedures. They are basing your scalp. They are not making you have any scalp burn. They're doing it in, again, the proper amount of time, and you are waiting the length. Like, you should not be getting a relaxer every month, every 4 to 6 weeks. That is too soon. And then you're exposing yourself to that chemical so much in a year, that, again, that's why I'm not really shocked about those results of, you know, the studies. I recommend that you at least wait 4 months, 16 weeks before a relaxer. I personally get one every 6 months. If those things that I listed are things that you're like, I ain't gonna be able to do that, then yeah, you should be natural. You probably should, because if you're going to do the relaxer incorrectly, you might as well just not get it at all. But if you're willing to do those things, I think any risk that you know, may have of something detrimental happening will be drastically decreased.